Good afternoon. My name is Justin Angelson. I'm actually the Director of Business Development for ShinyNeedle LLC, and we are headquartered here in Columbus, Ohio. And I'm reaching out to you because I caught your post on Craigslist looking for a couple of different creative and then some technical positions. And looks like you're hiring for some people. You're looking to get some good people in there. And first off, let me say that I hope that you found the right people. Hope you haven't had to go through a huge process and a huge pain like a lot of us do when we're looking to bring on board new people. But that's not really why I'm calling. I'm calling because you're a hiring manager. And frankly, we have a solution that we are trying to really reach out and share with some hiring managers in the creative space and try to let them take a demo of it and give us their thoughts and processes. Because we think it's a game changer when it comes to that. Let me step back, introduce myself. My name, as I said, is Justin Angelson. Here's a picture of me. All dressed up in a suit, so to speak, so that's a professional photo. But that's so you know that I'm a real person, not a robot. So nice to meet you there. And I wanted also just to point out a couple of things for the sake of credibility, just so you have a little bit better idea about who you're talking to. As you can see, our company has actually been featured in a number of different articles online, dealing with startups, dealing with new applications, trying to find the best way to match job seekers, recruiters, and companies, and obviously get the best people into the best positions in the best companies that are a fit for them. Additionally, here is my professional bio. I've been in a professional world since about 2010, primarily in the financial sector and risk management, but also in the technology sector on the web development, digital marketing side as well the entire time. So, I'm a real person, real professional, so definitely not someone that's just kind of off the cuff talking to you. And as you can see, we're being featured in a number of different articles, and we're trying to solve the problem. So, when the problem is, how do we find the best people for the best job? So that's something that I wanted to take just a quick minute and show you how ShinyNeedle.com works. So on here, basically, an employer has an opportunity, rather than just sifting through piles of resumes, to actually create a job challenge. So something that your company's really facing. How can an employee really make an impact from day one? You create a description of the job itself and the profile of the company, so that a job seeker has a better idea about whether or not it's a good fit. Then, based upon the answers to that particular challenge, you then, as a hiring manager, can determine if these people are in fact a good fit or a likely candidate, for that position and for the company's culture as a whole, based upon how they answer that challenge. So you'll know ahead of time whether or not they can do the job. Then you connect with them, continue to go through the traditional vetting process of calling the references, reviewing the resume, but only doing so after you know that they're a highly likely candidate for this particular position. So that's the long and short of how it actually works. There's a video on here that I'll include a link to the site as well, so you can kind of take a look at that, and you're free to browse the site. We have a number of different job postings that are on here, and we're getting more and more every day. And you can search the postings or post according to these different categories: web and programming, engineering, manufacturing, sales and marketing, finance and management. And then you post a job, so a job description, and then you take a look at the specifics of that job description, and it's going to be kind of tripart. So it's going to show you the job itself, what is the challenge, and then tell a little bit about the company. And then it's going to encourage someone, if they're not already a member, to sign up to respond to that, and you get a much better idea about how things actually work. You can follow us on our social things, get the newsletter, things like that. And then from the employer side, as you go into it, bear with me for just a minute, I want to show you a couple things and then I'm going to get out of your hair. You're going to have a lot of different tools that you can use to actually connect with your people. So from this side, you're actually going to be able to look at your company, look at your challenge responses as a whole. And then when you take a look at your challenge responses, it'll give you an opportunity to kind of zero in on the ones that you want to focus on. So you can kind of take a look at that. And this is some test data right here I wanted to show you inside of our test account. Just for confidentiality purposes, didn't want to show anybody's live data. I'm sure you understand that. But then you can tend to take a look at the response. And you can see here's the response. It's a test response. You can comment back and forth, things like that. You can actually look at people's profiles. So if someone is actually, signed up for a job, you can look at their profiles and actually review that stuff in real time. And it's a very, very interesting platform. And we think it's going to be a game changer because we're not taking the human equation out of it. We are going to save hiring managers and HR departments time, which is money, and ultimately you'll be able to hire. You're going to be able to hire better people who are a better fit for the job, the company, and its culture. Ultimately, become more productive, and you're going to look like a rock star to the people that manage the company. So, if it makes sense to you and you have an interest in talking, to us, feel free to reach out to us. I'll put all my contact information in this email. I don't know if it does, but if it's something you want to learn more about, feel free to call me. I'd be happy to take you through it. And we are actually looking to take on some companies into kind of the final beta test stages that'll get free postings, so some free job postings as well. So if you have a chance, give me a call. And I thank you so much for your time. Take care.